right here, right now, right here, right now, right here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel on this actually really nice Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon-ish, early afternoon. Welcome back. Thank you for taking the time to stop by and watch the video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Quick shout out. Just want to drop my social media links in here in terms of following me and stuff. Following me on Instagram, because I've started to now upload to IGTV. So if you don't see uploads to YouTube all that often, it's because I'm trying to figure out sort of what I want to do on YouTube in terms of like where I want to take YouTube as such, because I want to do something completely different on IG or wherever it works out. I don't know if it'll be me doing something completely different on Instagram or me doing something completely different on YouTube, but that will be all revealed as and when I find out. You guys will find out as well. But the video today, we've got Bournemouth, Arsenal, 4th round FA Cup review, 6 things we learned. Trying to keep the video kind of short and concise to the point, so you guys obviously get my opinion and obviously kind of, you know, my views in short and concise space of time. But jumping straight in, I've got to say, point number one was the respect shown by Arteta to the FA Cup was there for all to see, with the players that he put into the starting lineup last night and the bench that he selected also, which I suppose that would be point number one. The players that were in the starting lineup all stood out. They were all amazing in that first half. The second half, I mean, we experienced the same frailties in terms of defending and kind of match awareness, I guess, game awareness, like kind of being able to game management. That's what it boils down to. That those same issues have become apparent, and now they're abundantly clear for everyone to see that in terms of Arsenal sort of do fade away, and they do and will give you chances to come back into the game. But it was credit to them that they did get the second goal so quick in the first half. But I think that, as I say, number one has got to be the organisation in terms of how we started. We started really quick, and that was not something that Arsenal fans are, me personally as an Arsenal fan, but also fans in general, I guess, that we're not used to seeing. We're not used to experiencing Arsenal going 1-0 up and then going 2-0 up. So it's something that we should be, but it's something that we're not currently. But that's point number one. It was just the organisation, but also the respect. The organisation and respect, both point number one. As I say, you just had to look at the bench. I mean, the bench was stacked. Our bench, I guess it shows, which leading on to point number two, the bench shows, and the lineup itself shows just how much depth we've got in our squad. I mean, you know, a lot of people would say, oh, you know, Arsenal, they're still weak in certain positions, and you would be right. Yeah, we're weak in defence, 100%. You know, there's no getting away from that. But it's, yeah, leading on to point number two, the squad depth has been something that we probably lacked for a little while, but I think we're slowly building it, and it'd be interesting to see what Arteta does with the time remaining in the transfer window, and also the summer window as well, because obviously I think we'll be a hell of a lot more active in the summer window. But moving on, point number three, I think it's going to be individual. I mean, I don't necessarily do this all that much. I don't like picking out players, but also it's hard not to when they play they play as good as Saka did at left back, and obviously the likes of Nketiah leading the line, getting the goal, Saka getting the assist and the goal. I thought just encapsulated how good our youth products and how good our youth academy prospects are looking so far. And finally, you know, we've started to produce them, because arguably going back to the old tradition of Arsenal producing really good youth prospects and you know, academy. Our academy is one of the best, if not the best, I wouldn't say the best, but I mean, if we are certainly up there in regards to the having one of the best in the Premier League for academy or for academies. So I think point number 3 would just be you just got to shout out the youngsters and for not showing up the more experienced players, because I think it was a proper team effort yesterday, and I think we played really, really well for the most part. And it was credit to the youth players that were selected. So you've got like the likes of, I know he's not an academy player, but the likes of Guendouzi, Willock, Saka, and Nketiah. And yeah, I think that's it. Just as I say, it just shows that they're more than good enough and more than capable of being reliant upon. Point number 4, I think, was obviously just the going in terms of, again, probably individual, and like I would say that in terms of individual performances, one would say, and one has to give credit to Eddie Nketiah. 4 weeks ago, like a month ago, he was playing for Leeds. Not discrediting Leeds at all, because they gave us an absolute run for our money, you know, when we played them in the FA Cup. And I think that that just shows he showed a lot of maturity in leading the line, because Arteta could quite easily have said, you know what, I like you, Eddie, but I'm going to put Alex Lacazette in and, you know, see what he could offer to the team. But he didn't, and he showed a lot of faith in the youngster, and hopefully, well, it was obviously, I say hopefully, it was proven the right decision, and I believe he's got a big future, much like Saka at Arsenal. He's got a big future at Arsenal if they intend to obviously keep him after, I say, as the season finishes, if they keep him for the long term, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So that was point number 4. It was point number 4, as like I mentioned, individual performances just were top notch, and I think number 5 and number 6 will probably be joint as well. I think in terms of going forward and looking forward to the Premier League games we've got coming up towards the end of the season, it's good to get a cup run going in order to be building confidence in the side and also building momentum. But building momentum is key at any point of the season, none more so than sort of, you know, midway through, even halfway through. We're not even, you know, we're more halfway through than midway through. So I think that, you know, as I say, point 5 and 6 have got to be building confidence and building momentum. So it's like, you know, a double whammy, but both really, really key points in terms of where you may finish at the end of the season. It's, you know, I think we're not in a bad position by no means. I know we're not in a great position of where we want to be. No, you know, and that's there again. That's there for the table doesn't lie. We deserve to be where we are because of the position, the performances we've been putting in. You could say, and I have said in the past, we've been very, very unlucky in terms of VAR decisions, officiating, I guess, in general. But you can't really, you know, that's splitting hairs, I guess. It's, you know, ifs and buts, and, you know, the biggest words in football. If he did this, if he did that, ifs and buts. You're talking about making the game, the beautiful game, a perfect game as such. And it's, you know, in terms of football ain't perfect. But I think that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got something from it. And yeah, I've got to give a quick shout out to, I think it's Arsenal Ross. If you want all your daily transfer news, go and check him out. Hopefully we may work together in the future, I don't know, but I mean, I thought I'd just chuck that in there because I watch him myself, and it's, you know, he's a really, really good, like, he's got a hell of a lot of good opinions, good views in regards to Arsenal and obviously different things, whatnot. But hopefully we'll be working together in the future. Hit me up on Instagram. Links will be typed up all down in the description. And yeah, it's been your boy, and it's been a pleasure always. Take care till the next one. Peace.
now.